Hi, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I am, of course, Mary Elizabeth Taylor Jr., and we are about to get into talking about my different colors of locks. So, my first time getting my hair dyed was actually by my sister. So, is licensed in pretty much all things beauty. And I was like, okay, I don't know who's going to dye my hair with these locks. And like, I was kind of worried about like how would dye and locks take, but so I asked her to come over to my place one day, and she was like, "Okay, I got just some store-bought dye, I believe." When I did that, and I did the ginger, which I'll have some pictures posted in here, but the ginger was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I really loved it. I love that I was able to retain my thickness, my fullness, and my locks when I did that. Probably because I use a professional. But it was such a pretty color for me. And is why the reason why I kind of went back to this color now. It's a little bit more of an orange, kind of like a rustic orange. But that ginger was probably my hands down favorite color. But of course, I had to go a step further and explore more colors. So that's why I didn't stop there. Is my blonde locks. This was probably my most, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this era of my locks. It was very damaging for my hair, as many who have gotten blonde locks will tell you, especially if they're like me and have no experience with dyeing my hair. So I've dyed my hair before I had locks, and I scarred the heck out of it. So I don't know why I got the brave idea to be like, oh, let me just dye my hair again because it'll go over smoothly. Well, it did, but I did start to notice that I was losing a lot of my ends, so that was very bad. But the color itself, I absolutely loved. I do recommend not just going in and bleaching your hair if you have no experience with dyeing your hair. Definitely enlist a professional or go to a hair salon to have them do it for you. But typically, when I dyed my hair, I keep it in for a year. This one, I believe I did about 9 months with it, but I absolutely love the color itself. But the turnout was probably a no go for me. So my third color, which I don't know, at this point, all of my dyed lock experience was my favorite, but I dyed my hair red, and or I didn't dye it. This time I went to a salon that my oldest sister recommended, because she had locks at the time and her locks were blue. And it was like this really rich, like royal blue. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just love this color so much. Um, and I was like, who'd you go to? So she gave me the link for or suggestion or social media information for that salon. So I ended up going to her. And it was a very interesting experience, I'll say that. But the color itself came out really beautifully. My locks were also at a time where they were getting a little bit longer. So I was very excited to kind of have that length with the red. When I did my curls with the red, it came out fire. Um, and then I could play around with different extensions as well. So I played around with a lot of extensions when I got those, like doing some two-strand twist styles. I did like a lock ponytail or a lock bun for my birthday. So just kind of playing with a lot of like kind of like not official extensions because I'm not gonna do anything that harsh and like weaving anything in my hair, but just kind of layering different styles on top of it was really fun. So I got a lot of opportunity to explore with my red locks, which was very fun for me. And lastly, the orange was my most recent color, which is what this is faded out to be. So as you can see, it's not too bad, right? I mean, the ombre is ombreing, so kind of got this like little brown black moment, or well, I guess my hair is dark brown, but you know what I mean. So I got the orange because the red was fading, and I was like, oh, I don't like that it's not as vibrant. I got this really good shampoo though that made the color extend the way that I wanted to. So the color, I would say itself, probably lasted about a good 7 months after it was dyed, and wouldn't have needed any other retouching. So I was pretty proud about that. I don't know if that's typically how that's supposed to go, or if I discovered a nice little hack with that. But it lasted really long for me. But once I got to those last few months and it started to fade, it really started to get to me. So I was like, okay, time to freshen it up. So that is when I called in my sister again, and she did the orange for me. And this time we did the root up. So all of this here you're seeing is new growth from that color since I colored my hair. So we colored it orange. I really like the orange. I really got to play with a lot of fun looks with the orange. But at the end of the day, I think that ginger color has always kind of been in the back of my mind. So I was really hoping that this color would fade out to that. It kind of is, but kind of isn't. But it's okay. I ultimately loved my color experience. But for now, I think I am going to take a pause. Just kind of let my locks breathe a little bit, get some length, get back to its most healthy state, and just go from there. And then maybe in the future, we'll see about color. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I am eternally grateful for all of my supporters thus far. If you are new to this channel, please do me the biggest favor and subscribe. I would love to tell you more about my entrepreneurial journey and what all goes into it. Please feel free to like and comment if you are feeling the content. If there are some things you want to see more of, if you think I can be doing myself justice by exposing more of a certain area in my life, let me know. I'm curious about everything. But until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye.